Since 2015, you've run 7 successful campaigns. You've raised close to 80 grand. And even more importantly, I would think, is you've added a good number of backers after each campaign. Your number's growing.
Yeah.
So people are staying on and more people are coming on. You even wrote the Kickstarter for the independent creators in 2015 with a second edition in 2017. So with all that said, what do you think, if you were going to talk to a new creator, what is the one single most important piece of advice that you would give them?
You mentioned I had 7 successful Kickstarters. My first one did the crash and burn, like a lot of people's do.
I noted that, and so did mine. And I wanted to ask you what. And maybe I'll just throw it in now. What do you think?
Okay.
I learn a lot through crashing and burning and failing.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people do. What did you take away from that?
Well, quite a number of things. I was brand new to Kickstarter. We had been just a web comic up until that time. We had, I don't remember the numbers now, but I mean, we had a decent enough views every week for the new pages to justify a launch. And my thinking back then was, okay, we self-funded 3 issues. Let's get funded for the next 3 issues, and let's just do the whole trade at once. It would actually be more economical for the backer to do it that way. But the goal was 25 grand because that's what it would take to print and pay Emily and the colorists and everybody. We obviously didn't make that goal, but what we did see is that we had over 200 backers for, I mean, no one knew me from anybody, and we made over $7,000 or accumulated that. Obviously we didn't get that because we didn't make our original goal, but it gave us historical precedent of where we could start, of what was a realistic goal. And so at that point, and when I say we, I'm referring to my husband because he has to deal with me when I'm running these things. So we talk about it quite a bit. So we readjusted the strategy, so I would just be funding 1 issue, the print of, number 3. That's it. And then we had a long-range stretch goal to print number 4. And we did it. We relaunched. I have a whole letter. It's actually in the Kickstarter book, which I do update every year, by the way. I kind of sneak that in. It's this is updated 2020. Wow. After I run a Kickstarter, I go in and change what's changed. It's talk about what's changed.
So it's always evolving alongside you.
It's always evolving, and so we broke it up into smaller bits. Mm-hmm. And so we said, okay, instead of a $25,000 goal, let's just do a $3,000 goal and get this issue printed. That's it. We made our goal in 24 hours for the second run. So I said, okay, fortunately I had, stretch goals already in mind, but I was like on my way back from work to calling my husband. I said, I think we need to add stretch goals now, and I have to figure out a number of what that's going to be. And then the rest was history. We just broke it up into smaller bits, and then eventually did a print run for the entire trade, and then started doing the sequels. But yeah, that was really hard that first time, not making it. But for your first time out, and no one knowing who you are, and you're getting over 200 backers, and people have plopped down over $7,000. Like, okay, we have something here, but we just need to strategize is better.